Alright everyone, welcome back. I've showed you how to import footage, create a voiceover, adjust audio, and do basic cuts in Premiere Pro. Now it's time to export. Now what a lot of people think is whenever they go to turn in something for the news or something for Jerry, they turn in these Premiere Pro documents. These are not the exports. This is the project. Think of it as you're working in Premiere, or you're working on a Word doc for a class. This is the Word doc, but you save it as a PDF. That's what we're going for. We're saving this as a file. Now, what I did in the first tutorial, I was bad and I forgot to label it, so I named this Kelsey Package. You can double click it on the text and it highlights it in blue, or you can go right click, rename. So now what I want to do is I want to export. Again, in Premiere, there's multiple ways of doing things. For this instance, we can right-click, export media, there. We can go File, Export Media, or we can go Command-M, which is what I'm doing. Now we're here in the encoder, and I already had it set up, but what you'll get is you'll get something that says match best. You'll start with this, match source high bitrate, where whenever you're looking at your video, I went in the very beginning. Let me go back out of this. I told you guys your frame rate is 2997 and your video is 1920 by 1080. Whatever you shoot your video on, when we were at football, when we dictated what we were going to shoot it on, we edited it in Premiere Pro at the same dimensions and the same frame rate, and we exported it at the same rate. So we're going to go back and we're going to Command-M this again. We have our high bit rate. We have our 2997, 30 pictures per second, and then our width is correct. This field order gets a little bit tricky. You guys shouldn't have to worry about this. Let Jerry Overton explain the difference between interlaced and progressive, but for this, we're just matching the sequence we want to have exported to the export settings. Interlaced is upper first, and progressive is a P. So upper first is I for interlaced, and P is for progressive. So we know that this one, as a matter of fact, is upper first. So we're just going to go down here to H260 or HD 1080i 2997. That's the sequence you want to use if it says upper first. If it says progressive, you use 1080p 2997. And you go export, and we wait. Okay, so our project is finished, and to view that, you can see it right here on desktop. Unfortunately, I cannot open QuickTime right now because I am working on this tutorial with you guys, but to double check it, we're going to import it and make sure it works. So we go to our desktop, that's where I'd selected the file to be, and we're looking for Kelsey Package. We go import, and imports it into Premiere. And there's Kelsey's package. That's this clip, standalone, is that. One thing I did forget to show you guys when you were exporting is when you go to export media, this blue text right here for output name, you want to select where your destination is. Our destination is going to be to our desktop. You can select it to go wherever, but this is what it tells you to go. I recommend always going to your hard drive, wherever that might be. So there's how you export video for BJP 1, 2, and 3.